everybody, welcome to BrickVault. My name's Jack and today we're building a Speed Champion set. It is the Porsche 919 Hybrid and 917K Pit Lane. This set is recommended for ages 8 to 14. It is set number 75876 and it has 732 pieces. Included are 5 minifigs. We have 2 drivers, 2 pit crew members, and 1 flag operator. Of course, it comes with these 2 really cool looking cars and a pit lane that seems to have a bunch of cool functions. Alright, let's see what's inside. So it looks like inside the box we had 6 bags, a bag with a couple of manuals and a bunch of stickers. And I've been looking forward to building this set for a while, so I'm going to start right now. Just finished these 2 awesome cars. There's a ton of stickers on them. I think this is the most stickers I've ever used in a set, at least personally for me. But they look great, so I'm pretty stoked and I'm gonna move on to the pit lane now. Alright, just finished this awesome set. Let's take a look at the minifigs. Now I think I'm going to show off a bit of this set with some of the stuff from our racetrack in the background. The bleachers and or fence and or road that you see is not actually included. I just think it looks cool. Here's the driver for the 917K. He looks pretty good. He's red with black gloves. And he's got some nice detailing for the torso that has Porsche on it. He comes with a white helmet with a clear visor and has a pretty funny face with a raised eyebrow. Here's the 919 driver. He's all white with black gloves. And he has some pretty simple detailing on the torso, but he has some sponsors there too. He's got a blue helmet with a clear visor and a face that shows a chin, cheekbones, and a small smile. These are our 2 pit crew. Both the bodies are the same, with gray pants, a white torso piece, and black gloves. I like the gray going halfway up the torso there to show that they're wearing a single onesie. And that's actually one of the only differences for this printing on the pit crew when you look at them next to the 919 driver. The back is also nearly the same, though you can see printing for some equipment sticking out the back as well. Anyways, there's 1 male crew member and 1 female, and she has 2 faces. One is this big smile that you see here, and the other one is a sort of contented smile with her eyes closed. Here's our last minifig, the flag operator, I guess. I don't know what you call him. But he's got black pants and an orange coat. He comes with a pretty standard goateed minifig face, with a dark blue hat, and of course, his checkered flag. Here are all 5 of the minifigs. Not a bad looking bunch, but let's take a look at the 917K. And this car looks really, really good. Nearly every single bit of detailing you see on this car is a sticker, so it's easier just to show you the 2 things that aren't stickers. One is the red printing on the windshield piece, and the other one are these 2-part Porsche printed plate pieces. Wow, that's a mouthful. They match up well, and I'd love to see these pieces used in a custom mock someday. I wouldn't mind seeing a Porsche logo on a spaceship. But anyways, despite the massive amount of stickers on this car, I think it really does enhance the look. But besides that aesthetic, the actual design of the car is really good looking. It's very smooth and sleek, and it doesn't have a spoiler, but instead a smooth tail that kind of sticks out the back. I also like the construction for the brake lights. In the front, the windshield piece pops off, and there's plenty of space for a minifig. And I like the construction for the double lights in the front. Now the 917K didn't come with any rims, which I thought was strange, but the 919 Hybrid came with 2 sets of rims. So I'm just going to put the 919's extra set of rims on, because I think they look pretty good. Wouldn't want them to go to waste. It's a very well designed car, really like it, but let's take a look at this 919 Hybrid. And I actually think I like this one better. The look is just a little bit more unique, and it is very, very stylish. And this car has even more stickers and less prints. The only print on this is the print for the windshield. And I actually just checked the sticker page. This thing has 31 stickers. I don't know if that's a record for the most stickers per part count, but it's certainly more than any I've encountered. If you look at it from the top, that gray detailing is supposed to spell out the words Porsche, or at least get to part of the C in Porsche, but the stickers don't match up too well. But I really don't think that's too much of a problem. It still looks really good. It's got a lot of advertisements all over, as should be expected, but I really like the build for both the front and back of this car. I really like this build for the spoiler here. I like that it's still attached to the main body in the center, and that they changed up the color for it. If you take a look at the back all the way, there's a good use of those Minifigs stabilizing pieces on the very bottom, and there's a really nice design for the wheel well of those back wheels. And let's take a look at the front, which is even cooler. There's a low sharp bumper in the front that sticks out pretty far, and there's that sort of raised, sharper curve to the front lights. It definitely makes this thing look powerful. I'm really happy with both of these cars. I haven't built the rest of the 2016 sets yet, but based on the car designs from this set, I would say the Speed Champion sets have certainly upped their game from last year. But let's take a look at this pit lane. It's a great open design and there's a lot of really nice details, but there's something here I absolutely love and I want to address it immediately. These 2 posable walls on the side fold up and snap together at the ends, and you can move the pit lane very easily and very stably. That is a big plus in my book for sets that have very wide structures. If you have to take the whole thing apart every time you want to move it, it does get kind of tiresome. So I really like the design for this. Anyways, let's open it back up though, and let's just start from the right hand side and move down. The center build for this wall is a large control console, and there's a lot of nice sticker detailing on the screens here. There is a map for the racetrack. We've got some power gauges for both of the cars. There's also air pressure and some other power readings as well. The control console comes with a couple of seats if you want to put your minifigs there, but on either side we've got some tools for the pit lane. I believe this first one is a mobile gas tank. It's a pretty simple build with some pressure gauge pieces on the sides and a nozzle for the minifigure to hold. Though the cord for this is a little bit stiff and your minifig might have trouble wrestling it to the ground. And on the other side of the control console you can see this fire extinguisher and a stop sign. This is where one of the guys holds the sign out to let the driver know exactly where they want the car to be. And in case you're wondering, everything here minus the pressure gauges on the mobile gas tank are stickers. But no bother, this feature here in the center is definitely the coolest. You can first drive the car up the folding ramp in the back, and there's a nice little build in the front here that has grooves to the wheels so the car stops right in place. And once the car is in place, you can pull this lever down, and we've got a raised car for the crew to do work on. It's a nice solid build, and I kind of like letting the car lower itself on its own gravity. There seems to be just enough friction here for it to work pretty well. If we take a look at the back of the center of this build where the folding ramp is, this is where the actual pit stop is. You'll see immediately that there is another posable fuel line here, but it has this great feature here that can fold down. There you can see a flag for the 919, and there are these 2 pieces here on rope that are meant to be those special power drills for taking the wheels on and off super quick. You can also see some sticker detailing to show that this is the Porsche 919 team. But let's flip this thing back around once more, and on the other side of the pit lane here, you can see the tool area. There's a few attached to the wall, but there's actually several more in those drawers and cabinet below. I'm not going to rattle all of the tools off for you, but as you can see, there are a ton. Moving down the line, there is a trophy here. It's a nice solid build, and it looks pretty good. Definitely a nice solid racing trophy. And our last little bit here is this wheel cart. And of course, these would be some of the spare tires that you would use to change out. And there's one last little thing here. It's a nice little build. And this, of course, is going to be the hangout spot for our guy with the flag. So here is the set all together. The builds for the cars are awesome, though the stickers are a little tiresome. I'm really glad with both of their designs. The pit lane has a bunch of really awesome features. I can't think of anything off the top of my head extra that I would have wanted them to include. And I absolutely love that this thing folds up really well. Alright, so that's it for this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. If you'd like to buy the set, you can click the link in the video description below. And if you enjoy our content, feel free to subscribe. We will see you next time at BrickVault.